Hi, I'm Heather. I'm one of 5 eco-champions, and I've been lucky enough that my honours work this year for university has been based on the koala population of the far south coast of New South Wales. This work's been conducted by National Parks and Wildlife, but they've been compiling a database about the koala records, about where they are, what they eat, and pretty much how many numbers are actually remaining in this area. Throughout my project, I've been able to statistically compile which species the koalas like to eat the most. So these have been used in habitat mapping, so I apply these to the species that have been actually recorded by the surveys, and then I can decide whether or not the habitat that these koalas have been found in has either been highly suitable, marginal, or even not suitable. So this is really important for the conservation of these species, because from my work I can identify which patches of habitat are going to be big enough to sustain the remaining population. This can be used in conservation work, and recently there's a number of farmers that have been working with the local CMA to revegetate wildlife corridors. So it's really exciting that my work can be used in such a practical sense.
I'm Chris Allen, and I work with the Office of Environment and Heritage, and I've been doing koala survey work through this part of the world for quite a few years now.
So what are we doing here today?
We're undertaking a site assessment here. We have a team of people, team of the eco-champions here assisting us with the survey program, and everybody here is now searching through the litter, trying to find a koala pellet.
So what does it mean when they actually find one?
Well, what it means is that we can record the tree under which that koala pellet is found, and one pellet under one tree doesn't say very much. But when we get a huge data set of thousands and thousands of trees, some of which have koala pellets underneath, then we can get some really good information about what's going on with the koalas.
So in the survey we're looking for the koala pellets. Why is that not looking for actual koalas?
Well, look, we do look in the trees for koalas as well at every plot, but whereas of the 1,000 plots that we've done and the 40,000 trees that we've searched, we've only seen koalas here on 3 occasions.
Wow.
That's all. Whereas we found pellets under approximately 200, 300 trees. So there's more information there. The other thing is that a koala is only in a tree for a very short period of time, whereas a pellet lasts for quite a long time.
So what can you tell us about the koalas in the local area?
It's an incredible population. You know, it extends over probably 30,000 hectares of forest, and yet koala numbers are still very low. You know, we thought in 2007, 2009, there was probably less than 50 koalas. Now, since the work we've done in the past few years, maybe there's a few more, but that's very few, and those animals are scattered all the way through these forests.
Do you think that they're stable at this level, or?
No, we have to see this population as seriously endangered. The numbers are too low for us to be confident for this population to survive in the long term. So we really need to do whatever we can to try and encourage an increase in numbers.
Has a recent classification of vulnerable affected the koala population down here, or the way that people relate to them?
It certainly highlighted the significance and the vulnerability of these populations, and so a lot more people are aware about it. I think it's encouraged the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth Government has allocated quite a lot of funding to support the survey work and to support tree planting and habitat rehabilitation and things like that. And it may help in terms of government regulatory responses in terms of the protection of koala habitat too.
So what outcomes are you looking for from this project?
The immediate outcomes will be a better understanding of where the more important koala areas are, where the higher levels of koala activity are. So that information flows through to management decisions, and it flows through to management decisions regarding logging and in terms of fire management, where it's safe to put a fire in and where it's not. And if we get a wildfire, we know where the higher levels of koala activity are, so fire managers can respond fairly well. And then landholders near to where we've identified koala activity can undertake koala habitat rehabilitation on their land. What we really want to do is be able to come out of it at the end having a clear picture of what's happening in terms of koala numbers.
Being part of the Young Eco Champion program is really exciting, because it's a way of getting my message out there and raising the awareness of the profile of the koalas on the far south coast.